Hi, Callie. What's the worst job you've ever had? It was great watching you play Crash 4, by the way. That win was earned. Thank you very much. The worst job I've ever had. I don't want to give them bad business or anything, but let's just say there's a chain. A certain chain of restaurante that we have here in the underworld, but you also have one in the overworld. There's no change in name. It's the same restaurant. It's the same chain. Of course they have a restaurant in the underworld because it sucks. Now, I'll give you some hints as to what restaurant it is, but I will not say outright because I don't want to get anyone in trouble, especially me. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want them to come after me. They may still have my information. So, it's a family restaurant. It's a family restaurant, and they have great mozzarella sticks. And, they're open pretty late, and serve some fun drinks. Fun until someone starts twerking on the counter at 2 a.m. and I just want to go home. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I was saving up. Someone said it. Oh, a couple deadbeats have guessed correctly in the chat. I see so. I'll go ahead and confirm for you. There's a certain fruit that you all think that Shinigami like a lot. Well, I do not. And there's a reason. It has to do with my job. Now, let me tell you an experience that I had at this job. So here's the thing. I was saving up. Big, deadbeats, because I wanted to go to the surface world. In fact, I wanted to go to Overworldian Japan, okay? I wanted to go to Overworldian Japan. Size area. It's not size area. We're not in Japan yet. I wanted to go to Overworldian Japan, so I was saving up. I had a box. I remember the box. I took a picture of it. I had a special box. And I put on front of the box, I put a picture of all of the bands that I wanted to see perform live. And I was super excited. I thought to myself, okay, I'll save up all summer. And I'm gonna go to Overworldian Japan. I'm gonna see them all perform live. But oh gosh, I'm broke. I have no money. I really did not have any money at that time. So I thought to myself, well, how about a summer job? Because I had a job. I've always had a job, but it didn't pay quite what I wanted. So I thought, how about I go into waitressing? So I went into that. And it just so happened, I applied via the net, as many modern day Reapers do. And it turned out that the place that I applied to was in an area where let's just say it was not a great area. There were a lot of really rough demons around there. It was a rough area. But the job was open and I thought, okay, fine. It was close enough to my place. I didn't really live in a great area either myself at that time. So I thought to myself, it's fine. How bad could it be? Now my first night working at that place, it was bad. I specifically recalled that as I was training, a couple ordered some macaroni. And I thought, this is so easy. The POS system, it's so easy to find the macaroni. I went and I found the macaroni. Now, I don't know if you know this, but on the POS system, there are two different kinds of macaroni. There's the fancy macaroni that they make with the white cheese, and then there's the Kraft mac and cheese that they put on the kids' plate. Now, when I go to the POS system, little Callie doesn't know the difference between the two. So I get the Kraft mac and cheese that they just get out of the box they give to the kids. Okay? And so we bring it out to the couple, and they get real mad. They don't want any Kraft mac and cheese out of the box. They say, we got this at home. I say, I apologize. Let me fix it. So I go to fix it, and then I bring the lady her drink. And she says to me, this doesn't taste like an alcoholic beverage. I say, excuse me, ma'am. I can't do anything about that. If I take it back to the bar, they're not going to do anything with it. You still got to pay for it. Now this madame, she doesn't like the sound of that. she says, fine, I'll pay for another one, but it better have more alcohol inside of it. Now I'm shaking in my boots, deadbeats, but I do it for the bands I want to see. I keep envisioning being there in the front row. I'm gonna cheer and mosh and have all the fun that I want in glorious Nippon if I just bring this lady an alcoholic beverage that's full of alcohol. So I go and I beg, deadbeats, I beg the bartender. I say, please, you gotta help me out. It's my first night. Can you just put an extra shot of tequila in there? I'm begging you. I'm begging you. The bartender says, all right, Callie, I feel bad for you, man. I know how badly you want to go to glorious Nippon. You've been talking about it all day. So you know what? Here you go, kid. For you, here's an extra shot of tequila. And I say, wow, thank you, magical, amazing bartender Demon-san. I'll go ahead and take this to the madame, and everything will be fine. So I take the drink over to the madame, and I'm thinking to myself, well, one strike for the bad mac and cheese, but this is gonna be a good drink, a second strike because it was bad the first time, but this will be fine. And she makes me stay there so she could taste it, all right? And she tastes the drink. She takes a sip. And deadbeats, before you know it, your boy's drenched. You want to know why, deadbeats? Because she threw the drink in my face, deadbeats! And says this isn't an alcoholic beverage. There ain't no tequila in here. So what does your boy do, deadbeats? What is the tough first apprentice of the Grim Reaper do, deadbeats? I start to cry. And I can't even run to the freezer because I'm afraid. What if I get in trouble? So you know what happens, deadbeats? My first night on the job, a fight breaks out. A fight breaks out between the manager and Death Sensei's there, and there's a fist fight in the parking lot. Unlike the underworld is seen, there's fire flying around, and I wanted to quit. But you know what, deadbeats? I didn't quit. I worked that whole summer there. And then I had the best trip of my life in glorious Nippon. How about a first day? Fight Club! Might as well have been. I mean, it looked fairly similar. Based. Yeah, what a champ. I stuck it out, deadbeats. Oh, but you betcha I quit when the summer was over, when I had the money I needed to buy the cheapest plane ticket that I could to glorious Nippon. The cheapest ferry ride and plane ticket out of my home city, out of my home cave. As soon as I got it, I quit. But I stuck through it. I wasn't quitting. There were no other jobs in the area. And you know what, deadbeats? At the end of the day, it was worth it. Because if that whole journey didn't start, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Think about that. You know? With me standing there getting tequila thrown in my face, getting yelled at because I picked the wrong mac and cheese, and then crying because I felt like such a failure. Yeah, it was bad in the moment, and I really, really wanted to just run away and cry. But if I didn't do it, then I wouldn't be here. So yeah, what a chat. Life finds a way, I guess so, huh? That turned into a big epic saga, excuse me.